Hello, everybody. Darwin Fortuna, Fortuna Flow, your licensed architect that happens to invest in crypto. Yes, I am a licensed architect that happens to invest in almost everything I can get my hands on. I believe in investment. Therefore, I invest in myself. The biggest investment you can make is in yourself. Save that one. If you like that, please give it a thumbs up. Smash the like button right now. Subscribe. Real quick, S&P 500, red. Dow, red. Nasdaq, red. Russell, red. Crude oil, red. Gold, red. Everything was just bloodbath across the board. A lot of people didn't expect it. A lot of people didn't see it coming. I can't say I saw it coming, but I can tell you right now that I anticipated a couple moves and that what I did yesterday. If you didn't watch my video from yesterday, please go ahead and watch my video from yesterday where I speak about Ethereum Classic a whole lot. Speaking of Ethereum Classic, it did a substantial rally all the way up to 32%. I didn't sell at 32%. I sold at about 17% up, about 40% of my bag. And the other 40% of my bag, I did sell at the rest remaining section. Why? I've always said that nothing goes up in a straight line and nothing goes down in a straight line. So this looked way too much for me. Way too much for me. So I saw about here when I saw some hesitation. It was a little premature on my end because the stochastic hadn't moved on the negative side. You always want to sell when the stochastic, never financial advice, but when the stochastic goes under under the 80, that's a moment to sell. You don't sell on the way up. You sell when that one starts getting overdone right there. So I sold a lot of my money there, a lot of my coins there, and I sold the remaining there. Now, that said, I did pick some back up already. I'm not here to marry coins. I'm not here to stay with them forever. So I picked up some coins here, right? So a good place to pick it up, right? A very good place to pick it up because I sold it at the 40 mark and I'm buying it at the 35 mark. That's what I bought, all right? So overall, we had a pump, and I would call it a merge pump, and we had a something dump, and it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what happens. This wasn't sustainable, and I'm telling you that we formed basically a little double top right here. So I didn't feel comfortable, so I sold. I honestly, I was so happy when I saw this. When I saw this dump, because it means I got it right? Like I don't know the future. I don't know everything. Only God knows what happens, right? So, but I did sell right here, and I didn't catch it at 41. I caught it at 40, but it felt really good to get another one right. It felt good to get right that Ethereum was gonna pump, and I had a bunch of coins and sold it all the way. Ethereum Classic, that felt really good. So on that note, the money I sold on Ethereum Classic, I actually recycled. That's a term I'm using here. I don't know if anybody has used it in stocks or trading, but I recycled it into Solana. As much as I believe in Ethereum Classic, I actually believe a lot more in Solana. So as soon as I saw Solana at $30 again, I bought a bunch of it. All right, so I bought a whole lot of it right now. Could it dump more? Probably, but the stochastic is actually going through the 20 mark, which is it wasn't oversold territory. By the way, guys, I keep saying this, but this is oversold. This is overbought. Okay, when we get to overbought, we're due to see reduced bullish momentum. When we get into oversold, we due to see reduced bearish momentum. It doesn't mean bullish. It means not going. It sometimes means sideways right here. So whenever we stay on that middle range, we stay just sideways. Okay, so on that note, I recycle some of it. My average on Solana is still pretty high. I sold it all the way back at 47 and then picked it up like at 36. I don't know if you guys remember. I was on vacation, had my kids. I wasn't paying attention to the market. So my average is still pretty high. I think it's 35 right now. But I did buy a lot of it now on the 30 dip. And another coin I picked up a whole lot of my Ethereum. As I told you before, I sold my Ethereum at 2,000, very close to the 2,000 mark. which was epic. So I got that one right because we went all the way down again. But I started buying it back up at about 1700, and it's gone as low as, what is this number? It's gone as low as like 1400. So I didn't pick the bottoms, and I always tell people I'm not here to pick the bottoms, and I'm not here to pick the tops. I am here to sell higher that I bought. That actually sounds really good. Let's see. If you like it, please comment. So I'm not here to pick the bottoms, and I'm not here to pick the tops. I'm here to buy higher than what I sold, and sell low and sell. Well, I have to say that one again. Sorry, guys. It was very organic. I was in the flow moment. Okay, but again, I'm not here to pick the tops and buy at the sell at the tops, and I'm not here to buy at the bottoms. I'm just here to buy cheaper than what I sold. That's it. All right. So on that note, and that's how I go. That's how I've been running my life. Recently when it comes to investing, because picking the tops and picking the bottoms, knowing all that stuff is really, really, really hard. If it wasn't, everybody's claiming that they can pick it, right? Like, dude, come on. Like, how many fortune tellers do you know, right? So there are billionaires, right? There's not many. So if they could, they would actually do it. So on that note, I bought a whole lot here, right? And you're like, well, you did pick a pretty good bottom. Well, it's easy to know that when you have support and resistance, and you have a very strong support at about 1545 that you drew all the way back. And, and the next level of support will be the actual 1500, and the next one will be 1466, and the next one will be 1414. I mean, if you've been watching this for a while, you kind of get pretty good at it. You better get pretty good at it. All right. So I've had this soft little green level for quite some time. We touched it there. We've touched it a couple of times here. It's just a green soft area that we eventually hold as support. We try to hold it, didn't work. So again, so Ethereum, I picked some Ethereum up really good. So Ethereum Classic, I picked some of it up. My honest opinion on Ethereum Classic, I do think we're gonna go back down to the $30-31. Personal, no financial advice. I think we are. This was completely unsustainable. This was complete hype, and I have no idea what really cost it, whether it was NiceHash accepting Ethereum Classic as one of the coins that they will mine, or something else. But let me show you what is a golden opportunity. In my opinion, Bitcoin will probably not see these numbers again in a very long time. 18,000s, I mean, 9, almost 19,000. Who saw that coming? I mean, that's basically a higher low from our June low. Sorry, this can get messy. It probably will. Let me show you. So all the way back in June 18th, we hit that 1700 mark. Then a couple days after, we got to 1857 or so. Then we form another one. So if you look at it, we're basically forming a series of, let me draw one other two. So low, another higher low, and where we are right now is essentially a higher low also. Okay, so let's see if we can see this real quick. You see right here, or if anything, we have some sort of double bottom right there, right? So if we can maintain that, that's essentially a double bottom right there. So, still is like a slightly higher than the other one. It was bought up right away too. It's been bought up, so that's why you see the wicks and all that. So let's take a look at this. Now again, this is a 45-minute chart. You would probably use a daily or 1 hour chart would probably look a lot better. Actually, a 4-hour, 12-hour chart would look a lot better. So this is a golden opportunity right now, and it's not something I'm just saying. A lot of people are saying it. Okay, we are on a huge oversold territory. All-time low basically when it comes to RSIs, stochastics, You know, every model you can think of shows that we're very close to the bottom. So, in my opinion, this is probably one of the nicest times to buy. Again, never financial advice, but that's just what I'm doing. And that's it. I don't want to go through a lot of stuff. So as I told you, we are in a very good spot right now. In 5 years, you would wish you bought at this point right now, right? So whether Bitcoin goes all the way to 13,000 or not, whether it goes to 10,000 or not, you will wish you bought it at 18,000. You know, you will wish you bought it at that, because in 5, 6, 7 years, it probably will be 200, 300,000. So it wouldn't really matter, right? So Ethereum should be a lot higher than what it is right now. That's my opinion too, because the merge is coming like next week. So it's not doing exactly what I think it should be doing. It should pump a whole lot more in anticipation to the merge. The merge is something that has been anticipated for a very long time. We've been wanting that for a very long time. And it really isn't acting the way it should act. But couple things so that I ended on a good note. I believe we've already peaked with inflation. I believe we're going to be getting some really good data that inflation is actually going down. Probably, you know, a higher 7 point something, 8.1. I'll take 8 point even percent inflation. We're gonna get data, I believe, is next week, and interest rates are supposed to be going up in about 2 weeks. So that's going to be another interesting moment. And I think the Feds are going to start tapering down. We have midterm elections coming up. The Feds do not want to rattle the markets with midterm elections, so they don't want to look like they're biased towards one party or the other. So I think that we're probably going to start seeing like 0.25% in interest rates or no interest rates after the September meeting for a little while until things cool off. All right, that's my take on the markets. I am going to continue watching everything like a hawk. And if I see anything going on, I will make a video for you guys. All right. That's my promise to you. Anything I see going on, I'm going to make a video as soon as I see it, so you don't waste it. You don't miss it. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.